Welcome to today's episode of Your Daily Scrum. I'm professional Scrum trainer Ryan Ripley. This gentleman next to me is professional Scrum trainer Todd Champagne Miller.
I saw that coming, Smiles.
Todd's wanted a nickname for a while. We're going with Champagne because he's the champagne of beers. I think that's the... He's the classy side of Your Daily Scrum. And so what is Your Daily Scrum? It's a daily YouTube show / podcast / discussion with Todd and I about all of your questions about Scrum. We're here to help you get a little bit better each and every day so that perhaps by the end of a year, we've helped you level up. We've answered a lot of questions, and we're all doing Scrum a little bit better. What do you think there, Todd?
Yeah. Again, I think we say this every show, but we're pretty impressed by the feedback that we're getting, and not just feedback with questions, but feedbacks on how we can improve it. And so we're taking that into consideration and trying to keep this show evolving. Yeah.
So your support has been awesome. The numbers go up. They're just shooting up. We get a lot of analytics and they're awesome. So that means you're sharing the show. You're watching it with friends. You're watching it with colleagues. So please keep doing that. Don't forget to smash that subscribe and like button so that you know when we release a new show. Today, though, we have a great question. What does a Scrum Master do all day? What a wild question, Todd.
I know. I'm going to give the answer that it depends, right? How's that as an answer, Ryan?
All right. This has been Professional Scrum Trainers right now. Yeah. So it definitely, this is the part of the job that I love. It's going to depend when you walk through the door each and every day, or more likely today when you log on to Zoom and you start talking with your teams, whatever mode you're communicating in, every day is going to be wildly different. At least it could be, right? And so that's what I love about this role. As a Scrum Master, I used to walk in the door and suddenly have executives wanting to know, why are we doing things a certain way? Why is this date weird? What? And so I'm doing a lot of executive agile coaching, and then perhaps get some lunch. And in the afternoon, I'm working with a product owner on a product backlog that's a total dumpster fire, that's not transparent, that's not well understood. The product vision's out of whack. We don't understand product goals. And so we're getting those things in alignment. And perhaps that night I'm working on a retrospective format so that, when we go do our sprint retro at the end of a sprint, I've come up with a scheme that's fit for purpose and that we get some really good insights. And I'm not just doing the same things over and over again. And maybe I'll spend a little bit of time listening to a podcast or a YouTube show like this to level up a little bit. And then, I go to bed and the next day I wake up and it's, holy cow, now I'm working with the development team on technical issues. And it's just, it never ends. There's an endless supply of organizational impediments holding back your teams. So you should be partnering with leadership, partnering with management, partnering with other departments, working through those impediments, working through the coaching aspects of your day that we talked about, working through facilitating Scrum events. Like by the end of the day, you're just, what am I going to get to do tomorrow? It's exciting, but it's an endless supply of things to do. And if we're fulfilling the role correctly, the Scrum Master day is very busy, but very fulfilling.
And so you just said a lot.
Yep.
And I'm going to unpack that for the viewers a little bit. And what all of what Ryan said there, right, is it really can depend not only on the moment, but also on the maturity of your product owner, because that's one area of focus for us. How our product owner is doing, what can we do to help them? How can we help service them? What can we do? Maybe they need help with long-term forecasting, interact with stakeholders, right? Things that we can do, making the product backlog transparent, like you said, Ryan.
Yeah.
Then we have the developers, right? And so with the developers, with a more mature set of developers, you don't have as much to do day to day in that realm of the world. Maybe facilitate an event like the retrospective, maybe teaching them how to facilitate, maybe removing impediments, things like that you're working on with the developers. Then you have the organization, right? And then the organization, that can mean anything from we're bringing Scrum to other parts of the organization and doing change management type of stuff. Or that could mean we don't have a Scrum Master or product owner or title, or our performance reviews are all based on individuals, not people. Let's work with HR. And then you have this thing where we're trying to do scale. We should have communities of practice. We have all these things. So product owner, developers, organization, I think those three things and those levels of service sometimes depend on maturity and sometimes depend on the day, right? So just kind of unpacking what you were saying there a little bit, Ryan.
Yeah, and I think this question comes up in almost every class. A lot of leaders ask it. A lot of developers ask it. And the bottom line is this: if you're in a Scrum Master role and you're looking around for something to do, something's missing. There's a level of service that Todd just walked through that we're probably not honoring. And one last idea here before we call it a show. Maybe it's time to pop that Scrum bubble, as we like to say. I think Todd coined this when we were writing Fixing Your Scrum. But basically, if you're spending a lot of time with the product owner and or the developers, almost said the wrong thing, and the developers, perhaps it's time to get out in the organization and get to work. Because if you're not paving the way in the organization for agility and Scrum to be successful, you're going to run into that wall sooner or later, and it's going to be painful. So those are our tips. Those are our ideas around what does a Scrum Master do all day. We hope that helped. Leave us some comments below. And there's this area somewhere down in this space. What do you do all day? How do you stay? What consumes your time as a Scrum Master? How do you stay busy? And what are your thoughts on this as well? We'd love to hear it. We love the comments. We try to reply to all of them. And maybe we've missed the mark. Let us know.
Yeah. Like, what did you do today? Right? What are you doing? We'd really like to hear that. And my guess is we're going to get a very varied amount of answers, right?
I believe we will. So cool. I am professional Scrum Trainer Ryan Ripley. This is professional Scrum Trainer Todd Miller. This has been another episode of Your Daily Scrum. I probably need to switch it over to the end screen so that you can see where all of our socials are. You can check out some other videos that we're going to recommend below as soon as I get this banner out of the way. And you can like and subscribe on this page as well. Please be sure to do that. That tells us that you're getting value out of this show. It keeps us moving along, and the more viewers we have, the more likes and subscribes we get, the more videos we're going to keep doing. So I don't know. I think that's it for today. Go out there, scrum on, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow.
See you.